All right, so the VR experience behind me, VicoVR, was amazing. It had full body tracking, which means it was tracking my knees, my legs, my arm, my hands. I could see actually my hands in front of me. They put me in this virtual environment where there was this boxing bag in front of me, and I was just like going to town on it. It was awesome. VicoVR is like really, really, really cool. I really like the idea of full body tracking. It's something that I wish Kinect would have been when Microsoft came out with that. So this product is the first product I've seen that actually feels like you're actually in the virtual environment without any hand controls. You're not bound by the controls in the sense that what you're actually doing in front of the camera is what happens on the screen. If you have your hand in front of you, you can actually see your hand. When you punch the bag reacts to your input. It really gives you a sense of immersion that I haven't seen with a lot of other body tracking techniques.
Alright, so VicoVR was this amazing experience. It was like I was actually in it. I was moving my arms. It was totally perfect, spot on. I loved it, and I bet a ton of kids would love it. My friend sadly couldn't come here, but man, am I going to tell him about an experience. That VicoVR was an amazing thing, and I hope you guys can try it too.
VR was a really cool experience. It reminds me a lot of like an updated version of the iToy where you're playing with a boxing match. It was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it when it comes out, when it's fully developed.
The VicoVR thing was really cool. It was nice to be able to look down and see your legs and walk around without being inside of like a big dome with sensors. It was pretty fast. I'd like to be able to, I'd like to see where this is going to go in the future. It was really awesome.
Well, for me, VicoVR is totally immersive. I mean, when I got in there, I thought it was going to be a little laggy. There wasn't going to be, much effective interaction with the 3D models. But when I got in there, I saw a punching bag, and I'm like, just started punching it, and it responded so well to my movements that I kind of got into it, really into it. So I started kicking it, and it was pretty accurate, and the frame rate was really, really good as well. So everything was pretty fluid. I was surprised.
So I just got done trying VicoVR for the first time, and I've used quite a few motion sensor devices, but none that I've seen to this point have been as responsive as this. Every little motion, from even the angle of my elbow, the angle of my wrist, it seemed to, without any lag whatsoever, seemed to react perfectly to what I was doing. So I gotta say, I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far.
So we just tried out the VicoVR, and I gotta say it was fantastic. Like the feeling of physics, especially when the bag starts swinging, is just amazing. It's basically like a virtual boxing experience where you can actually see your hands as boxing gloves in the game, and it just has a really good feel to it. Like I said, the physics are really amazing. Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it seems like a great controller to use without having to wear anything on your hands, similar to the Leap. So.
You really can move around and you feel like you're part of that environment as opposed to just sitting in a chair, which is the one plus so far.
Yeah, it was really interesting to have an interaction instead of just standing there and looking around. It was really cool.
Yeah, we like it the most so far.
Yeah, VicoVR.
And we find it very interesting, and the technology is really coming along. We think it's going to be really, really powerful and really fun for certain types of use cases. Certain types of games, and even non-gaming type of experiences. And I got the chance to check out the latest, and it was pretty fun.
Just flapping my wings and kind of moving my body to orient myself. It was good. I've done some other flying demos before, and that was definitely one of the most fun ones. Really responded to my body and everything, so that was cool. I enjoyed it. Well, this one didn't have any controls. It just registered your body, so that was really unique. Kind of like the Wii, but just like I said, it's responding to you, so that feels very virtual, feels very immersive. You're just kind of moving along, and it's registering everything. So yeah, it was really cool.
It's a lot of fun. You can bob and weave, and it sees your hands. You can punch the part of the punching bag that you are actually trying to get to. It's very interesting, much different way to interact than just the controller, which I'm used to. It's sort of like Wii boxing, but it's actually seeing you. It's really neat.
It was very nice to try a device that maps your whole body and responds to your whole body movement, unlike most of the others where it's just hand that is mapped. So no, a lot of fun and very interesting to see something that does whole body movement. So very impressed.